Clicking through to the pre-scavenge folder, you'll find a series of folders and headings that relate to specific stakeholders. These folders have in them email templates, PDF explanations, and branding material that you can use. 1.1 Contact Council has a copy of the public liability insurance, the charity status, and an example site plan which you can use for the event permit application. 1.2 Community Groups has an email template to alert all potential community groups to the Seaside Scavenge event. 1.3 Musicians has an email template or Facebook template for potential musicians and a PDF explanation of what can be involved for the musicians. 1.4 Promotional material contains logos and the specific fonts we use for promotion, as well as standardised posters and plastic-free pledge posters. 1.5 Business engagement contains templates for prize requests, plastic-free pledges, and drink sponsors. 1.6 Media engagement has a media release template that we suggest you send out to local papers, magazines, or news media outlets. 1.7 Drop-off location has an email template for potential community centres or neighbourhood centres that can act as a drop-off location for donations. 1.8 Equipment has a spreadsheet of all the equipment required for the event, as well as the material guide which has descriptions and photos on how to build racks and signs. 1.9 Green Team. These are the core 15 volunteers who will help facilitate the event on the day. Here is a list of the core volunteer roles, a template email, and a document on safe handling of sharps that you'll need to distribute between the volunteers. Reading through this and going through the handbook again will give you a solid idea of what needs to be done. In the week before the scavenge, you want to centralize all the equipment, send out a volunteer email with a run sheet and safety briefing, as well as confirm the arrival time of musicians and any additional elements you've organised. You'll also need to sort the clothes, print the documents, and write the signs, which can take more time than expected, so make sure you don't leave it to the night before. Hopefully for your scavenge day you have the most beautiful sunny weather, but sometimes this won't be the case, and I want to prepare you for it. In the case of wind, be sure to have ropes for the racks, and we recommend not setting up any of the marquees. In the case of rain, depending how much is forecast, either shift the start or end time to accommodate. If you can find a wet weather venue like a surf lifesaving club that will home you, then go with that. There is the unfortunate possibility that the weather just doesn't want to cooperate, and this will mean you will have to postpone the event. This happened to me on the very first scavenge I wanted to run, and it was devastating. But it is what it is, and I ended up organising another scavenge for a few months later. Make sure you let everyone know. That is why I recommend getting phone numbers from all people involved, so that you can contact them directly. In the case of blue skies and sunny weather and a perfect day for scavenging, make sure the core team, so the head, the heart, the hands and the legs, are down there half an hour before the green team and 2 hours before the event start time to plan out exactly where all the sections will set up. That is the registration, the sorting station, the market, the stage and the rubbish bins. Unpack the equipment with the volunteers and set up. Allow yourself about an hour and a half to get everything done. So if you're due to start at 10, make sure the whole green team is there and ready to go at 8:30. Half an hour before the start, do a volunteer briefing. Run through all the roles, designate volunteers to their stations, and ensure everyone is across the safety briefing of sharps handling. When the event kicks off, make sure you have people coordinating each role and someone doing the emceeing and organising the musicians when they arrive. The sorting station can get a bit hectic, so just make sure you have a good system in place and a core person there to manage it. Half an hour before the event ends, close registration and start to do a final tally of the bins. With 2 electronic scales, get 2 people to weigh the bins together and then subtract the weight of an empty bin. This will give you the total waste and total recycling and overall total litter count that you can then tell everyone just before you pack down the event. Well done, you can now relax and revel in the awesomeness of what you organised and the impact you brought to your community. But the work is not all done. There's still some housekeeping to finish. Most importantly, the data needs to be tallied and uploaded to the Tangaroa Blue Marine Debris Database. Using the litter data template and the participant registration document in the post-scavenge folder, please complete them with the data from the event and send to the appropriate person listed in the handbook, along with the scanned copies of the signed waivers. If you had prizes donated, you will need to identify the prize winners whilst compiling the litter data. Contact them via mobile or email and get their PO box to send the voucher through to them or identify how you can allocate the prize. You'll also need to go through the photos taken on the day, select the best ones and edit them. We also ask that you write a short 300-word blog about the outcomes of the day, summarising the people that participated, the amount of litter collected and any key items that were found. Please upload these into the G Drive and share with the appropriate person listed in the handbook. If you have the time to do a short report summary for council or follow-up media release, there are templates that you can use in the post-scavenge folder. The report can be a good way to demonstrate to council the outcome of your hard work and potentially aim to ask for funding for future events. The media release is ideal for letting the community know the impact of their actions and the amount of trash scavenged in their community. If you engage businesses with the plastic-free pledge, please send out the survey to the participating businesses. You can set it up through SurveyMonkey or just through Word. For businesses that donated prizes, here is a PDF thank you certificate that you can forward through to them for their support. Make sure to post on the event wall with the final tally, the prize winners and the photos. And that's a wrap. If you want to organise another one, you know how it rolls, so get in touch and we can do it all again.